One of my go-to TV shows when there's nothing else on is Wheeler Dealers. Do you know it? It's a car show. And like many shows these days, it's about taking something old, seeing what you can do with it, seeing if you can sell it on. Can you do it up? Can you turn a profit? Can you restore a classic car? But the thing that makes it is the skill of the mechanics. Currently a guy called Elvis, previously Ed, and others have been involved. Sometimes they take parts off to these little workshops where specialists do all kinds of things. But it reminds us that for a car to work, for a machine to work well, each part has to work. It can be something very small that throws it out. When I was a child, the family car broke down and it turned out to be a little pin in the gearbox that was worth about 5p. But it caused the whole thing just to conk out. In the Bible, when they want to talk about everything working well in harmony, they don't talk about machines, but the Apostle Paul uses a picture of a body. We're thinking about that in our teaching this weekend, thinking about growing in love for one another. And our reading was from Romans chapter 12 that says this. But just as each of you has one body with many members, these members do not all have the same function. So in Christ, though we are many, form one body. And each member belongs to all the others. He says something similar in the book of 1 Corinthians. In the church, we belong together. He goes on to say, if your gift is prophesying, then prophesy. If it's leading, then lead. In other words, for the thing to work well, each part needs to work. That's part of how we grow together as a church fellowship. Everything working in harmony. He goes on to talk about being devoted to one another in love. Not thinking of ourselves. He starts by saying more highly than we all. Don't think we're the most important part, but with sober judgment. Be willing to associate, he goes on to say, with others even of a lower position. In a world where there was stratification and class, be willing to be humble. How can we grow in love for one another? Well, part of it is each part working well. Are we using our gifts? Are we playing our part? If you're part of our church, are we doing what we need to do to build up the body so that the machine, the body, better picture, works well together? May we continue to learn and grow. If you're not part of our church, maybe you're in another local church, how can you play your own part and serve God? We're not on our own, as I say often. Being a Christian, we're in this together. This is our Midweek Thought. Come and join us in our building for worship on a Sunday. Log on to this channel. Keep in touch. Get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. God bless and take care.